Hello dear World of Warcraft friends, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Patch 12.1 has been out for a week, but as we know, Blizzard likes time gating and accordingly not all content was available from the start. In this video, we'll simply go through which content is being added starting today, what can you play. And with that, I'd say let's get started right away. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, let's go. Basically, what's most important to say, or the simplest thing, is just the fact that the season is starting. We'll talk about that in a bit more detail in a moment, but basically, the new raid, the Toxic Abyss, is opening. The new Mythic Plus season is starting, the new PvP season. What you find here under the topic of travel, delves, and journey of the loot hunter, that will also be updated seasonally, so there will be plenty to do again. But luckily, that's not all. There's still a lot more to get. As I already said, the new raid is opening, the Toxic Abyss, on normal, heroic, mythic, and the first LFR wing. That means that in LFR you can now do the first 2 bosses, if I'm not mistaken, or is it even 3? 2 to 3 bosses, I can't remember exactly right now, bad preparation. And a story mode or something like that isn't available yet either. That means if you don't have a raid guild that's definitely clearing it on heroic or normal, you won't see the final boss for now. There are also 2 new mounts, you can see them here in the picture, the Primeval Sky Friend and the Crimson Venom Fang. The thing on the left is the Mythic mount, so if you beat the raid on Mythic, you get this thing. The one on the right is for the raid meta achievement. Other than that, yeah, the second Mythic Plus season is also starting. Other than that, you might have just seen the dungeons briefly a moment ago. Here we're talking about the Altar of Fangs, Nalorax's Den, Murder Row, the Dazzling Valley, the Arena of the Empty Scar, King's Rest, Ruby Life Pools, and the Temple of Sephiroth. That's going to be the new season. Honestly, I'm still a little bit skeptical. So, I don't know, I can't really warm up to all the dungeons. We've already had King's Rest more than once by now. And that's really not my kind of dungeon, but well, in the end, what can you do? Other than that, the mounts you see below, except for the one on the right, are the seasonal Mythic Plus mounts. So, the Breath of Blight is available at 2000 Mythic Plus rating, and the Breath of Ruin at 3000 Mythic Plus rating. And the Rising Brood, you can get that as a random drop in the new dungeon, either when you do the dungeon on Mythic or on Mythic Plus. Yeah, if you really want the mount, it can be in the M Plus chest at the end. Would I run this dungeon just for that reason? Most likely not, you won't get very far with that. But it's worth mentioning at this point. So far, so good. I think this will again be the content that's played the most. Mythic Plus has quite a large fan base and community by now. On top of that, there's the second PvP season. I don't think I need to say much about that. All ranked matches are now available, plus these mounts. The Vicious Light Bloom Boar, that's this mount or the achievement. Get over XY rating and then win matches. And when the bar reaches 100, you get it. Then you get the thing. The Horde variant is included as well, and then we also have the Venomous Glade Gladiator Gordrake. As the name suggests, this dragon is only available for the best PvP players, only with Gladiator rank. At that rank, I think you also have to win 50 matches. So it's a mount that I will never see in my life, but it still looks cool nonetheless. And yes, with that, we've actually already covered all the new content for this week. Also, because there were some questions about it, bonus rolls and stuff like that won't be available for now. I think that's going to take another 5 or 6 weeks before before Blizzard pulls the trigger here and actually activates things for us. But in my opinion, that's totally fine. That's not really necessary at this point. It would probably be too early. Just like these cores here, which you could use to upgrade trinkets and so on, those won't be available for now either. As you can see with the story, we have the last chapter, or the second to last chapter, Battle of Ulatek and the Call of the Void. Technically, this chapter can also be completed because the raid will open. For that, you have to defeat the final boss, and here as well, if you don't have a raid group, you'll have to wait another week. There will be a story mode again, but it won't open until next week. Accordingly, you can then kill this boss solo, and as for everything else, like the boss coming to LFR, that's going to take a little longer. So, there are a total of 4 LFR wings, meaning we have the first one now, then a new one will be released each week until you can kill it in LFR as well. It's going to take a little while. But yeah, my god, it is what it is, you know. That's the normal release schedule, just as we know it. And yeah, there's really not much more to mention about that. We've gone through the most important things. Of course, there will be more here and also on my second channel. You can find the link to that in the video description. We're also getting back into Mythic Plus. There will be 2 keys every day. We'll grind through, we'll give tips, maybe I make dungeon guides again, I don't know yet, but if I do, it'll only be in short format. That means the race to World First is starting again as well. And that might be interesting for some people as well. Accordingly, we're also starting the Race to World First recap again. Every day there will be a video where we take a closer look at the previous day's developments in the Race to World First. So there's a lot coming your way, it's worth subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Let's reach 38,000 together. And with that, thank you, see you in the next video and take care.